Hello guys, this is Malorian, and this is going to be the first game of the Alberta GT tournament. So for this, I'm super excited. I just couldn't wait for this tournament to come up, but there's a real big problem, and that's when I was driving down to Calgary. I was starting to feel really sick, just really queasy, but whatever, maybe it's something I ate, it'll pass. Get to the first game, and it didn't pass. I'm going to stay being queasy. So first of all, I'm just wondering how this is going to go, but there's a few surprises as well. I had already gone over my intro, all the different games were going to be and all this stuff. Well, it turns out not only did the TOs decide to mix the order of some of these ones, it's not just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they released them. It's also going to be kind of jumping between these, and as well they kind of changed a few. So like where I said some things like how the fog thing didn't really work, they totally changed that one. So that was really nice to see. So in this first game here, I'm going to be up against some Wood Elves. It's going to be the Blood and Glory mission, so that's actually work out very well for me. But hey, let's see what happens. Alright, so here's looking at his army here, and he has all these Dryads, and then he's going to have his big huge unit of his Glade Riders. Now, in here he's going to be having all of his characters as well, so it's really just a lot of eggs in one basket, which for the most part I can see it's being able to dodge people, but for me and my Foot of Gork and my, Doom Divers, this is going to be a dream. So in there he has a couple of nobles, he also has his level 4, he also has his lord as well. So all 4 characters. Now something else I should also say is in this game, it's Blood and Glory, but the first one to actually break, they just kind of give up 750 victory points. However, your breaking point is set at 2 rather than 3, so they make it so you last longer. However, you also pick somebody else. It's a random person that's not your general, that's the heart of the army. Now, while he's alive, you get +1 combat res all over the place. However, once he dies, you drop by 2. So, and you don't count that in for what your total is in the beginning, so it's a big deal if he dies. And, I mean, he's in here, and for him, it's going to be his wizard, which I'm going to be trying to kill anyway. I got my Ed button stuff, so that's even better. Meanwhile, over here, he has 2 units of the Treekin. He has an Eagle, and he also has some Glade Guard, and there's another banner I got to look out for, and some more Dryads. My side over here, I'm going to have my Trolls, War Machines in the back, Black Orcs in the middle, and then, of course, I'm starting off with my Mage in the front there, Bunker in the back, and then Savages and Chariots and stuff here on the right. So overall, the battlefield looks like this. Really, another thing I got to talk about here too that I've never seen in another tournament, and I actually really like, is the fact that we actually got to place our own terrain. Basically, when you come here, there's all the terrain on the table. We take turns placing it back and forth, and so you really got to have this better control of what it's going to be like. And I really think that's a tactical part of the game. So that was really good. There's a little chart to see what things are after. So, I mean, the statue on the right is actually going to turn out to be a weirding well. But yeah, this is, I mean, I just love that part of the game. Anyway, looking at what I'm trying to do here, really everything is revolving around me killing those Glade Riders, which I can do from range, and then my Black Orcs going over there and messing up the Treekin. So yeah, as long as that happens, I'm a happy guy. In his Vanguard, he comes over here and faces the right, and to me, this is even better because now my Rock Lobas can really mess him up. So I get first turn, and I do just that. I mean, I'm moving up. I'm trying to make sure the Trolls are facing the left just to deal with those Dryads for a second, and then I can swing over to the right very quickly. All that shooting and magic, I mean, I think he stops my Foot of Gork and stuff, so that's nothing from there. But yeah, with all my War Machines, bam, 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 that bunker's already in a lot of trouble, and it's already at the point where he's not going to be getting a lookout on his characters. So yeah, danger time for him. On his turn here, he now has a surprise for me where, I mean, all of his stuff is now pretty much on the right. That's not really a surprise. Wood Elf players, they love switching whatever side they're going to be on. I only have the Savages on the right flank. Makes sense. But another thing is that he has 2 Eagles, actually. but he also has two nobles, which are just naked on horses out there to redirect. So both of them are in front of my black orcs. And I mean, the real thing here is that he's obviously after my savages, both treekin units looking to counter, and my black orcs have three redirectors in the way. So that's an issue. Shooting really goes after the savages, kills six of them, but otherwise, that's what's looking like here. On my turn here, yeah, okay. This was what I was thinking. If I was fine with my frenzy, I just wouldn't charge. I just stand around. If I failed my frenzy, then they would come in here, and my wolf riders would run up to redirect the treekin, right? Well, what happened is that first of all, my wolf riders failed animosity and had to charge the eagle, and then the savages failed their frenzy and also had to charge. So now both units are in here, and that's really that just wasn't the plan. Otherwise, over here, what I do is I first have to reform the unit, so it's a little bit closer to where my night goblins are going to be. Then I move up. It's at the point where I have to release the fanatic. It goes through all three units. I only did one wound to my black orcs. Unfortunately, only one wound to the one noble, and then kills the other noble, and then dies in the trees. So I'd say definitely worth it. Get rid of one of his redirectors for the cost of one of my black orcs here, and now I can just go and kill this guy off in the normal means with doom divers or whatever. Uh, Otherwise, over here, I go and I'm really blasting apart his bunker and stuff, and now his bunker is down just to the one guy, so that's really awesome. Also, I had a foot of Gork going, or maybe it was the uh, Rock Lava, scatter over and also kill some archers too. Hey, nothing wrong with that. And then otherwise, what happens here after combat is, of course, I kill the eagle. I overrun with the savages first so that they stop at the wolf riders, and then I overrun second with the wolf riders so that they'll be kind of in the way of the treekin a bit. It's not going to totally fix the situation, but hey, it kind of helps. Otherwise, the board looks like this, and something else I need to say that really is going to help is that when I killed that one noble, it panicked both the eagle and that other noble. All right, maybe I killed them. Sorry, I know they failed to panic, and they both went running, and then, yeah, I shot down the other guy after that. But, yeah, that was a huge break. His turn, he charges in here to Treekin and to both my savages and to the wolf riders. At first, I thought he kind of messed up here because, hey, when he kills my wolf riders and overruns or chases them, he'll have to go more to the right. But actually, no, he's going to wipe them all out, overrun front, and then, yeah, we're ending up fighting both these units anyway. However, he rolls like garbage, and after he destroys the wolves, he doesn't make it in. So, a real break for me. Alright, after everything is said and done, he is basically looking like this. So the one eagle is kind of just back there and rallied. He is now gone in here, and I was steadfast, was able to turn around. So that's fantastic. And also because I only had like the 3 or 4 models in base, when I turned around, I didn't need to have another one on the left side to maximize. I'm already increasing. So what I can do now is I actually have the room to counter with my black orcs. So that's fantastic. Exactly what I needed. I'm going to have my mage in combat, but hey, it's going to be worth it. So that's what I do. I have the chariot going into the dryads on the right and my black orcs going into the treekin here. Over here, yeah, this was not fun. I lost a bunch of my own guys with a miscast going for a stupid spell, but hey, that happens. After that's all done, I go and I just destroy all those treekin, just no problems there. The way it worked with the overrun was really weird just because how things were. So really, if you kind of turned around the savages and then they'd overrun, they'd be kind of in the front of the other treekin. So that's how it is. I'm not too worried about that. I think that's fine. My chariot failed. That was unfortunate. And then otherwise, all that's really going on is you can see that now his other characters there are just kind of up there joining with his glade, or sorry, his little archers there. Glade guard, that's their names. So again, they're not getting any lookouts, or it's just whenever I'm going after them with the rock lavas, it's always just scattering and stuff. So overall, it looks like this. You can see his dryads are kind of going after me on the inside. My trolls, because of having to go after eagles and silly things like that, are looking like this. But hey, the main thing is I'm just racking up all these points here on the right. And apart from now being a little scared about his Dryads cleaning me up and killing some war machines, it's looking pretty good. So from this slide here, you can see that I'm starting to beat the Treekin. I really need these guys to break, but they're able to hold, so that was really unfortunate. So I just kind of, I'm reforming to get more ranks and stuff. Unfortunately, after this combat here, I didn't reform again. I think I missed a picture in here, but anyway, I didn't reform again. One thing that's really scary here is that my mage is down to 1 wound after some miscasts. I went and I moved back, and yeah, there's one little small spot where he could have gone and tried to kill my guys. So my shaman rather charging through, so I went and I blocked that with the trolls, but otherwise this is still looking just fine. Over here he charges into my rock lava. I'm going to lose that, but what can you do? And after that, it looks like this. And man, I just got this one stupid treekin blocking my guys. Like now, I'm starting to lose my war machines. I've had to flee a charge with my bunker, so that's why they're there. But yeah, I just can't finish off that bunker, get those points, can't break them. If I could just beat that last treekin, I'd have no problem. Just charge right over there and kill him. But yeah, that's the real issue. And plus, he's obviously really hunting after my mages back there with 1 wound. But I don't really have a safe spot to go. So on my turn, I rally my bunker, I move over to my bunker to join it, and then I cast the Hand of Gork to move back behind my lines. Now I'm safe away from those Dryads. Meanwhile, the trolls have killed the Dryads on the left. So hey, my trolls have not done very much this whole game, but hey, whatever, they're doing their own thing. Otherwise, hey look, still can't beat that one Treekin. And then in the end, he's really just coming back over here with his Dryads trying to really threaten me. I still can't beat that Treekin. And then when I finally do beat the Treekin, it's now too late. I can face him, but whatever. He's going to get the one last turn here. Now the big thing is that I just don't want to have the Treekin having any chance of killing characters. So I reformed my Black Orcs to look down and then move them down. So that totally blocks off the charge. Now I know I don't have Steadfast, but this is actually a trap because I want the Dryads to charge in. I know they're tough, but I have +1 strength. I'm going to be getting 2 more guys fighting, and hey, I might now score those points for them too. So on his turn, he charges them in, which is great. Haha, the trap worked. However, he also charged in his Lord, which was not part of my equation. Luckily, in the end, he just kills a couple of guys. I kill off almost all the Dryads, and then in the end, I beat him by a small amount, and he holds. So there you go, win for the Orcs and Goblins. Very close to getting a higher score. It ended up as a 16-4, which is a strong result. Obviously, if I would have actually, just like killed the one guy or whatever more in that bunker, hey, then it also would have been like a 20-0. But you know what? This is a pretty good result. I mean, Wood Elves, they're hard to catch, even though Blood and Glory against Wood Elves can be a very good thing. It also can sometimes be hard to pull off when they're running around and once they start killing your war machines, those chances go away. So there you go. Really looking at the game and the way that it played out, I think I did play it right. I mean, obviously, with him able to go to the one side, I couldn't really stop him from what side he was going to go to. I got really lucky getting out of that whole trap with the savages and just the way it worked, where all of a sudden then my Black Orcs could counter and all that clearing out there. I mean, really the way I thought it was going to work is that the Black Orcs or the savages were going to have to stall and move backwards. And basically, I was just going to wait and just bombard them while the Black Orcs had to move their way around. Either way, it worked out great. Another thing I feel bad for this game is, again, just how sick I was feeling. And where normally I'm right in there and very animated. In this game, I'm standing up and I'm in the game, but I'm quiet, right? It's almost like it's like my last game of the day type thing. So I feel bad for my opponent to that. But hey, I got the win, and let's see what happens in the next game. Bye.